Dinosaurs with laser cannons, mind control helmets, time travel, alien warlords. In 1988, one cartoon looked at realism and said, "Yeah, we're not doing that." But here's the real question. How does a show with the most insane toy concept of the decade disappear after just one season? Was it ahead of its time, or did it burn too bright, too fast? Tonight, we uncover the untold story of Dino-Riders and why the most 80s idea ever created couldn't survive the 80s. Let's rewind. It's 1988. The toy industry is in a war. Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe. Every shelf is a battlefield. So, what do you do to stand out? You strap lasers to dinosaurs. Genius or desperation? Dino-Riders followed two alien factions. The peaceful Valorians, the evil Rulons led by Krulos. Both crash land on prehistoric Earth, and instead of hiding, they weaponize the dinosaurs. But here's the hook. Why was this concept so irresistible to kids, yet so fragile in execution? On paper, this wasn't just a toy commercial. It had time displacement technology, psychic powers, moral themes about coexistence, environmental undertones. The Valorians didn't enslave dinosaurs. They bonded with them. The Rulons mind-controlled them. That's layered for a show about laser triceratops. But here's the tension. Did kids want philosophy, or did they just want explosions? And did the writers misjudge what the audience really came for? This show was engineered by Tyco Toys. Every dinosaur had detachable armor gun turrets, moving parts, control platforms. The toys were massive, impressive, expensive. And that's where the problem started. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Big toys cost big money. Parents had to choose a $10 action figure or a $40 armored T-Rex. In 1988's economy, that decision wasn't small. So here's the question. Did Dino-Riders price itself out of survival? The show aired in 1988. It ran for only 14 episodes. 14! That's barely enough to build momentum. Why so short? Ratings weren't catastrophic. Reviews weren't terrible. But toy sales didn't explode. And in the 80s, that was the only metric that mattered. Here's the suspense. Was it cancelled because it failed? Or because it didn't dominate? In a decade obsessed with mega hits, good wasn't good enough. Let's talk timing. 1988 was the year Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles went nuclear. Bright colors, catchphrases, comedy, affordable toys. Dino-Riders, dark tones, serious alien war, huge pricey dinosaurs. Which one feels easier to mass market? Exactly. But here's the twist. Was Dino-Riders too serious for its own good? Did it straddle the line between epic sci-fi and toy chaos without fully committing to either? Animating dinosaurs is not cheap. Large creatures, battle sequences, mechanical add-ons, budget constraints were real. And when a show depends on visual spectacle, budget cuts hurt. Could Dino-Riders have survived with better animation funding, or was the concept simply too ambitious for late 80s TV production? Sometimes being big is your weakness. Here's something wild. The Dino-Riders universe had expansion potential. More time travel arcs, dinosaur evolution storylines, expanded alien mythology, Earth timeline consequences. It had franchise energy, but it never got the chance. Why? Because in 1988, long-term storytelling wasn't the priority. Quarterly sales were. So here's the haunting question. If Dino-Riders launched in today's streaming era, would it be a global hit after cancellation? Silence, no revival, no sequel, no cinematic reboot. But collectors never forgot. The toys now sell for hundreds. Nostalgia turns scarcity into value, And suddenly, Dino-Riders wasn't a failure. It was a legend that ended too soon. But why hasn't Hollywood revived it yet? Dinosaurs are still popular. Sci-fi still dominates. So what's stopping it? Dino-Riders wasn't small. It wasn't lazy. It wasn't generic. It was bold. Maybe too bold. So here's the final question. Was Dino-Riders ahead of its time? Or was it the ultimate example of 80s ambition collapsing under its own weight? Let me know in the comments, would you watch a modern Dino-Riders reboot? Because honestly, laser dinosaurs in 4K sounds kind of unstoppable.